Nice, man.
Hello, chat. Welcome to the biggest Twitch streamer on the platform. I don't know if you saw my insane leasing games, Netzo. I just had a quadra kill, literally solo. I'm not even kidding. This is not even a joke. Literally 1v4 with people at bot lane before the stream. I keep this stuff off stream because I don't want you guys to get too excited and then like suddenly you're in the news. This streamer is causing his viewers to get like heart attacks because they get too excited when watching him. That's why I'm always trying to tone down the stream, trying to keep it a bit slow for you guys so you can keep up. We're gonna increase it with time. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna go through this together, guys, okay? Let's see if it's gonna show the correct monitor. It does. Wow, I'm surprised, dude. Bill Gates, that's what he does, dude. It works like 900 times out of the 901 times, and that one time you leak your pictures and the DMs on their Discord. Bill Gates, you won't get me, dude. You won't get me. Not this time. Okay, so we look at some Lost Ark videos. Asmongold, yes, but is it pay to win? Deep dive. 24 minutes. Dude, this is the play. Let's go.
Where's the Lost Ark rating game?
Wait, it's him reacting to something. Of course. What did I expect? I don't think Asmongold will know what he's talking about. Honestly, we're not gonna watch Asmongold because I think he has no fucking clue. Okay. Looks like Quinn.
We're going to be doing a big dick, no bullshit review.
Then again, this guy said Final Fantasy is bad, so what's the point? Honestly, I'm sorry, Quinn. It's just I can't take that seriously.
In this video, we go over the pros and cons of Lost Ark. Stoopzz is one of the main content creators for WoW, who is known.
I'm actually so amazed that he's one of the main content creators for WoW. I don't even know who he is. How did I not know about this person? Does he stream on Twitch? PvP? Okay. Okay. Now it makes sense.
Not only be
I mean, let's look at his notes quickly. Combat, he says PvE, raids, and dungeons are insane. That makes me quite happy to see, honestly. Oh, interesting. There's a solo queue for some sort of either 1v1 battles or arena battles. I'm not sure. Alts are extremely rewarding. Alts are extremely rewarding. I don't know what that means. Can farm gold to boost more alts. Okay. Which then results in more gold. What? That sounds ridiculous. Okay. It's good. Huge world. Where are the cons? Okay, we're gonna see it in a second, I guess. Classes are great. Frequently released. Solid update frequency. A lot of catch-up events. Equal as content. Music.
It's not the end of the world. Yeah, so I would say, you know, we talked about a little bit. The PvE and the raids and the dungeons are next level in this game. I think it's 100% worth it. Again, everything's free to play in this game. This is my sale. I'm going to sell you on this game right now. The PvP, the PvE, the raids, and the dungeons are literally next level. They're so fun. It makes the game 10 times more enjoyable. I don't even like PvE. I'm not a PvE guy. It never happened. I hate it. But it's so good in this game that I've been playing it for around 14 hours a day.
I'm a PvE guy. Dude, even if a PvPer likes it, then this sounds good.
The main thing that I did want to talk about is that the alts in this game, which can be seen as a con, we'll get to it, are very, very rewarding. In WoW, an alt will take away from your experience, right? If you have an alt, you're losing out on your main, right? Like you're like, if I make an alt, dude, it's too much and da 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 da. Now you can have way too many alts, and it will take away from your life. You know, you have too many alt. You know, you have to worry about your time in general. Yeah. But having an alt in this game is how you're gonna bring in more of that gold. And when you invest in an alt, let's say a new class comes out, Sork comes out. I want to make that. I've been saving up all my gold. I'm gonna invest in a Sork.
I don't understand how gold matters to level your alt, but let's see.
I'm gonna get it caught up. I'm gonna use that to get my mats and go through the game really fast. I'm gonna get it to the end game. Now that I've invested in that Sork can now start bringing me more money, right? And then I can get even more revenue, right? So
why is he talking like some finance, investment banker, dude?
Alts, in my opinion, whether people like
what the fuck? Korean MMO. What is this?
like,
if I were to comment on that alt thing, in this game, you will like. I'm 100% sure you're gonna experience this. All these there's so many fun classes. It's actually difficult to choose a main. So the fact that this right,
I'm there.
They're so good that
I like
you're
it.
just like, man, what the fuck do I main? You're not locked into one class, so to say, because you're because it is rewarding to have alt characters.
That is one of the biggest thing that's just, wow, that's wrong, man. I don't know. I think if you could play more characters, more classes, that would be so much fun, actually. Look, in Wrath of the Lich King, I was a rogue main, and I was playing PvP. I was playing like almost only PvP, and I had so much fun. Since then, I wanted to always play rogue again, but it was like my 5th alt or something, and I was like always like, you know, I'm already killing all my time with these other alts. There's no shot I can play a rogue for fun, just like purely for fun. If I'm not gonna rate with it, there's no point. And rogue wasn't that good in the last few tiers, except for this last one. And there was no incentive for me to play rogue, right? Because, you know, it didn't have raid cooldowns and stuff like that. You know, I'm just thinking, if it was like that in WoW, I would definitely do other things. And it also helps you, you know, try different content. Let's say your class sucks in M+. I mean, there's just no incentive to go and push high keys, you know, if your class is just bad. But instead, you can just play an alt and try out something new.
Play on a daily basis, so you do get to play a few different classes if you're kind of stuck between classes. I've heard multiple people say, yo, I'm definitely maining warrior, or I'm definitely maining Zerker and striker. Those, you know what I mean, like multiple classes that they want to play and invest time into.
Like I said in my spreadsheet as well, I don't mind necessarily having to make an alt in WoW compared to Final Fantasy. I actually, every now and then, I would even enjoy the leveling process, but what I don't like is, you know, keeping that character up to date, farming sockets, farming, I don't know, 1 million, the campaigns, dude. When I think about it, like, dude, it just makes me so sad. It's just horrible, man. The campaigns, guys, the campaigns and the covenants that you have to grind on your alts. Isn't that, like, just disgusting, man?
Montage of a class, and I'm like, dude, I want to play that. You know, like,
that dude
like
makes
that
some
vibe,
good PvP content, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to
So,
Rushed, by the way, seriously.
Yeah. And they were
I don't know who he
releasing
is, guys.
classes all of the time. You know, and WoW, we went like
The moment you type Rushed, it comes Rushed Lost Ark. This guy must be good.
the world is huge, so people are worried about, like, they asked me, is it like Diablo? It's huge. It's huge, and you go all over the world. In WoW, the dailies are within this small little island. In this game, you're sailing, like you're going around. The world is massive. Okay, these are just the pros. I know I'm selling it on you, but I'm gonna go to the cons as well. Okay,
Sure.
so there's affinity. You can do that. You can go Makoko seed farming, and then the sailing and island content and
I have no idea what those things are.
upgrading your ship. I don't know how I'm gonna get all this done. You could play this game for 48 hours straight and not sit there and go like, what do I do? People talk about, well, there's chaos dungeon lockouts, or there's raid lockouts. There's heroic raid lockout, or heroic dungeon lockouts, or mythic dungeon lockouts, raid lockouts, and WoW. Every game has a lockout, but it's not all about the gearing. There's other ways to progress your character that are meaningful that you can decide to do, right? It's an MMO, not Diablo. The complexity in this game is like really complex. Okay, it's a con as well. We'll get to that, but it's a very, very complex game. It seems simple on the, you know, the outside, but it's not. From the raiding to the mechanics, you can watch a raid in Lost Ark. That looks easy. It's not. There's all these hidden mechanics that you're not seeing.
I heard about in a video that was like, guy was talking about 500 different spell combinations that the boss can do or something, depending on his HP. Bro, I was like, what? I don't know.
Classes are great. The update frequency is huge in my opinion. The fact that they already buffed Sork, awesome, because I heard the class came out, wasn't the best, they buffed it, right? They're constantly updating the game. Saint was telling me that a dry spell for the game, a dry spell, like a bat, is like around 4 or 5 months without, you know, an update. Which in WoW, I'm going 9 months on average without an update.
Jeez.
You know, it's bad sometimes.
What? Wait.
Like around.
Nah, it doesn't take 9 months for Blizzard to update classes on average. I feel like that's exaggerated. I mean, sometimes, like, you know, feral druids or something, yeah, but at the end of add-on, yeah, that sure, but like not on average. He's talking about average.
Update.
12 months, yeah.
Which
12
wow.
months is more correct, I think.
Now I'm going 9 months on average without an update.
Jeez.
So lots of equalized content. I love that, dude. I was doing my Abyss dungeon. I know it's called something different in Korea, but like
so Amazon don't fucking monetize.
There's so much equalized stuff that it makes the game really challenging. Your friend can come back and help you. He's geared as hell, and you guys can go in something and you're gonna wipe together. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love the equalized content. I wish there's more. There is a good bit of it, and I hope to see more of it. And I know that's
what there's like gear eye level scaling PP or CP equalize. I don't know what CP is, but wait.
More, you guys can
Right.
go in something, and you're gonna makes the game really challenging. Your friend can come back and help you. He's geared as hell, and you guys can
Right.
go in something, and you're gonna wipe together. And
Alright, so there's content like in Final Fantasy where you can scale down your gear, which is great. Sounds good. But I mean, that's good for new players, I guess. But the game is gonna be new for all of us anyways when it gets released. So
I love that. Yeah, the music. FF has amazing music. Final Fantasy's music is amazing. Absolutely amazing music. Lost Ark has amazing music. It's so good. I'm listening to OSTs like.
wait,
for my
did you say Final
background. It's
Fantasy?
amazing. Yeah, the music. FF has amazing
Oh, he also played Final Fantasy. Yeah.
music. Final Fantasy's music is amazing. Absolutely amazing music. Lost Ark has amazing music. It's so good. I'm listening to OSTs like for my background music sometime. Like it's
couldn't agree
great.
more.
Like it's
Nice.
not. I love it. It's so
Like the
good.
video,
The
yeah, it
music
was good. This was
diversity and
informative
different
so
zones
far.
and the fights. I used to listen to music in the background when I would do WoW raids because the music doesn't change. It's not like Epic, right? It's just like the room has its music and that's it. When you get into a fight in this game, I turn off my music because it gets me so engaged in the
Yeah.
fight. I love the music in this game. Okay, but that doesn't mean there's not cons. And every single game will have cons. It's impossible, right? So this isn't like a knock on the game, but I have to be honest about it, right?
Absolutely.
And
This is basically a proof that he's under no contract or that he's breaking his contract. If he is under contract, Lost Ark developers, there you go. Screenshot it and you can file a, what is it called? A suitcase? No, what? Lawsuit. File a lawsuit. Suitcase. What? File a suitcase quickly, guys.
that's
Okay.
just the progression model. It's to keep, but every con, there's a reason why they do it. It's not like it's not there for just a random reason. At the end, it can be very, very hard to progress your gear. But this is just for like flexing. It's for you to like keep pushing your character beyond its limits, right? You don't go to this because you need to do it. It's not like I can't do the content without it. The reason why they do this is to keep you playing the game if you want.
Sure.
You know, you don't need to keep going. When you go past a level 20 in the game on items, you level up your gear, a server alert goes off. It lets
Yeah.
people know on the server, this dude just pushed his item past that.
Right.
But again, it's like you don't need to get that far to even do it. It's just for something that you can keep doing to push your character. So you don't like, I'm done with this character. If you want a main and play that main and keep pushing it, you can. If you're coming into the game today, it can be a bit overwhelming because if you go into the PvP, it's not overwhelming. It's really clear and easy to get into it. But if you're coming into it today, because of all of the complexity, you're like, what are all of these currencies? What are all these runes? What are all of these engravings? However, if I dropped you into Shadowlands or a WoW expansion, you have large
New raid boss tied up to tight gear level. Wait, Highness, are you saying that we will have to you would have to farm that RNG gear for a very long time to be able to compete at a high level or to be able to beat the new bosses that come out? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I don't know, right? Like they are adjusting the game to the Western market. I don't know what that means. Amazon is apparently doing that, so let's hope it's a good type of adjustment. I mean, if it is like that, then my big hope is that they just reduce the RNG and reduce the RNG factors and pay to win factors in the game to RNG to the minimum and pay to win completely removed. I mean, it's just not fun. It's just really bad, honestly. Like, it's not worth the money, man. It cannot be. I refuse to believe. Please don't. If that's the case, then the only way to play this game will be casually, like we kind of do in Final Fantasy so far, where you like ignore the way the game is supposed to be played at a hardcore level, but instead create your own mini game by putting restrictions on yourself and just playing to have fun.
can be seen as pay to win by some people, right? Some people are gonna, it's a Korean stigma. Is it pay to win? Some people may see it that way, right? Some people may see it that way, but I think WoW is pay to win, and a lot of my friends.
It is. He doesn't just think that. It right now it's 100% pay to win.
WoW community would agree with me as well. Doesn't stop me from playing the game. I think it's worse than WoW.
Oh, shots fired. He thinks it's worse in WoW. The reason I say WoW is pay to win is because we're still in 17 million debt to this day. If there was no content draw in WoW, we could have absolutely not afforded to do what we did last year. The only reason we can afford, like, we're out of debt is because of the content draw, because we would have done PTR testings and stuff like that, and the next year would be in like 2 months. We wouldn't have had enough time to boost that much. Maybe barely. You can buy literally gold, and then you can get not only enhancement materials, you can get the gear itself with crazy biz stuff, with like sockets and avoidance procs that you will never get basically from normal items. You can buy for gold. It's quite a lot, quite expensive as well, because like free market and stuff. And if you want to buy it when the game comes out, it's like you need to pay 10 million gold. How much is 10 million, guys? WoW token price. How much? It's $20 one WoW token, or 20 euros. Dude, it's even cheaper in America. What? 300k. All right, so 300k is 20 euros. So you gotta get 33 tokens like that, which is. Am I trolling, or is that 660 euros? There's no shot, right? We cannot complain about a pay-to-win game, guys. Are you telling me we were paying 660 euros for items? Oh my god. No, but the race rule first is completely fair. It's fine. Wow, that is so sad, actually. That is just one item. One item, guys. Oh my god, dude. It's a very good item. It's a very good item, boys. There's nothing better than that one. But it's a quite expensive item. Yeah, we bought many such items during Nyalotha. I think we may have bought even more this year, actually. What did we say? 60... No. 1 million? 300k for one token. $20 per token. And we needed 10 million. Wait, 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Divided by 300k. That's 33 times 20. Yeah. 666 for one item. I don't know if that's like the devil's sign, some sort of World of Warcraft inside joke that they make between each other. So we at least spent times 30 that, because we spent 300 million at least. I don't know the exact amount right now, so it would be 20,000 euros. No, dollars in US, euros for us. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. So we cannot complain that WoW is pay to win. Okay. There's no shot. If you do that, you're hard trolling.
Don't like the Makopian buff. Makoko buff is what you get when you're behind and you're in older content. Helps you speed through the content. However, it makes the early game content feel way too easy sometimes. People get into the game. This game looks so easy. You never die. The end game content is significantly harder. I wish they would get rid of that. We won't have it on NA though. We're not going to have this on NA, right? This is just for us and RU.
Right.
And then Korean MMO stigma.
But who cares?
That's a big one.
That's a big one. It sucks to say. I said KEKW because it is what it is. But some people say, oh, it's a Korean game. I'm not gonna. I went up to Reddit. Oh, I'm not playing that Korean crap. That's
What is that about? Korean MMO stigma? Is it because people think it's gonna be more pay to win, or what? Is it some racism? 2021.
Yeah.
People say it's messed up, but you know, but it's also fair.
It's
right?
fair.
Some Korean games,
for sure.
Some Korean games have had predatory monetary systems that have really milked their audience dry, and that's why Lost Ark is growing.
I wonder why they don't just play other games. I mean, I was about to say why don't they just play games like WoW, but we just talked about how pay to win that is. But I mean, like, it feels like with the internet, like there shouldn't be these unnecessary boundaries, like Korean games, so people in Korea get games that are more pay to win to them. I guess maybe they enjoy it. That could be it. They like it. Yeah, Crime Link. Yeah, true, dude. I didn't think about that. They might just enjoy it because it's in their culture or something to enjoy it more, to do like grindy pay to win stuff. I don't know.
Lineage is failing in Korea. They're all going to Lost Ark because they treat.
I was about to actually make that point. 100%. Like, guys, why do you think Lost Ark is now the #1 MMORPG in Korea, despite having what a lot would actually consider a botched launch? Why do you think it's literally number 2/3 overall across all games, all genres in Korea.
What? Oh, in Korea.
Yeah, like there has to be a reason for that, right? And I'm not gonna say it's because it's not pay to win. Obviously, it's not just because of that, right? But that's definitely a part of it, because like even despite pay to win being accepted a lot better, it's more widely accepted in Eastern cultures than it is in the Western culture. I could I'm like a perfect example. Like I know this firsthand. I lived in China for 4 years. I lived in Korea for almost 10 years. I was born and raised in the States. I know the culture when it comes to like monetizing games. It's more accepted in the.
I trust them more than you guys, Chad. You guys look less Asian to me, except for Highness.
However, Koreans aren't a big fan of pay to win. Contrary to popular belief, they're actually
contrary to popular belief.
Not. When you talk about a game and MMO, like when we were talking about Elion, now shout out to Kakao Games NA. I think they have a great CM staff working there. Huge shout out to them. They've done a great job with not making it as pay to win. And Elion, it's a different subject, but I don't want to like give this a bad image, but before all those changes were announced, like a game like Elion, when it was released in Korea, it was so pay to win. And when you talked about the game Elion to Korean players, like one of the first things that a lot of players would say is like, oh yeah,
I might have a sponsor stream about Aliens coming soon.
You spend a lot of
no
money.
comment.
You know what I mean? It's like when it comes to any game, a lot of Koreans say that, and that's not really the case with Lost Ark. I have heard a few Koreans say, oh, I heard that game is pay to win. But I've never heard a player that actually plays Lost Ark say it was pay to win in Korea.
Yeah, I think there's a weird stereotype. There's actually a great article written by the Korean Herald, and I went through it, and basically it was talking about how there's a weird.
I feel like they're copying a bit hard, yeah.
Stereotype that Korean players enjoy it, like pay-to-win games, or they're okay with it. Nobody's okay with that type of stuff. They just got away with it over there, right? No other company was willing to do right by their customers, so you were used to it. And it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And then Lost Ark came out with a botched launch, and it had that behavior, and they decided to go back on that and favor the free-to-play player. They said, okay, we're going to change the way our game works. And then now other companies are going to look at that and go, oh, now we're losing players to that. And what's more important, having a healthy player-based game or just satisfying these people that are willing to spend a bunch of money? So that's why Lost Ark is doing really well, on top of releasing a lot of great content and having a good game overall.
Dude, I don't know how you can be a game developer. Like, you spend hours and hours and days and weeks and months designing this project, this game. It's almost like raising a child in my eyes. Like, you're working on this project, you're putting your heart into it, and then you introduce pay-to-win mechanics. It just, I don't understand how can somebody do something like that? Like, does it not? How? I don't get it. It feels like I couldn't do it. You know, more money, but bro, this, you know, like you want to be proud of the product that you have at the end. I just don't understand it. I mean, you can do stuff that's pay to win. You know, like first of all, you can introduce a subscription system, right? Like you can just make it sub based. Like, wow, at that point you don't really need a pay to win system. You can just increase the money that people need to pay, worst case. And if it doesn't work out, then your game is just not good enough. You can, I mean, I don't want to say like, because I don't think cosmetics are unimportant, but you could have, you know, some League of Legends type of system where, you know, you rely on skins or something like that. PoE does that, I think, as well. Again, I prefer that you could get cosmetics without paying as well. I think that would be better, and then instead switching to a sub-based model. But like, it feels like it's just killing the game. It's like, you know, like taking a huge dump on this great game that you designed. I just cannot understand it. By the way, I just got confirmation from Just Wait. He said 500 rough estimate, so we take that. And wait, I don't remember it actually. So instead of 10, wait, how much did we say? Oh, 10 mil. Wait, what am I pressing, dude? Reset this. Isn't this clear? Yeah. All right, 10 mil we said is 300 Okay. So that's 33 WoW tokens for 10 mil, and we had 50 of them, and then times $20/euros. Alright, this is the actual amount. 33k euros that we spent last year. That's an incredible amount of money, I can tell you, in this scene. We're not like this super huge esports org where like 33k just doesn't matter at all. It definitely is a huge money. If we tried to buy this, we couldn't. like you know, we can't have a race first and this money spent into race first. That's kind of ridiculous.
And see what you like.
You don't feel the ping as well like you do in other games. It's like the only time you notice it a lot is when you think you're just out of something, you get hit by it. Like, but it's not even like, it's so fast that you don't even. It's not. I wouldn't play it if it had bad ping. So, AVG as well. I use exit lag. I'm not sponsored or anything
AVG,
like that, but
AVG, yeah.
AVG. One that you can keep using over and over and over again. I know a lot.
Dude, this poor guy is just making so much advertising without any sponsorship. Somebody's sponsoring him. What the fuck?
Of people use.
Listen, guys, appreciate you. This
He's gonna do some...
this. Has it changed your opinion on Lost Ark?
Right. So
okay. I mean, did my opinion change? I feel like I'm a bit more scared of the pay to win aspects. This PvE raids / dungeons are insane is a bit you know, did catch my attention. I didn't know that people think that way, so it sounds interesting. PvP solo queue and stuff, apparently that sounds cool. That you can play many alts are cool. The focus on gold here is a bit scary. Can farm gold to boost more alts to get more gold. What? That sounds like, wow. And then what do I do with the gold? It's a bit fishy. Sounds like some sort of pyramid scheme.